Hello my beautiful ladies, it's Greta here, ladies relationship coach, and today my queens I will share with you 5 ways on how to control the other person in a relationship. And actually 4 of those ways are real life stories, and in the 5th one I'm breaking it down for you ladies how it's done. Make sure to watch this video till the end if you want to have the upper hand in your relationship. The first story, and actually I'm gonna give you the first one as the best one, as I find it the most entertaining and hilarious, and at the end of the day the girl did have the upper hand. So this is how it happened. My client, who I have been coaching for 2 years, so she knows the stuff inside out, right? Keep that in mind. I've been coaching this girl for 2 years. So this is what happens. She goes on a date with her boyfriend, and usually he picks her up around lunchtime and the date goes on until the evening, right? And so the same thing happens. He goes to her house, he picks her up, he takes her for lunch. After the lunch, he says to her, "Oh, so shall I drop you home?" And she's a little bit confused. She's like, "What's happening?" And she says, "Yeah, sure." So as we get into his car, he is driving, she's keeping her poker face, she's not freaking out, she's not panicking. Why he's dropping me off? Does he not like me anymore? What is he doing? Why is he doing this? She's not questioning him. She's just like, "Yeah, sure," poker face. Okay, no reaction. He's driving her home. He picks up the phone and he calls a friend. To the friend, he says, "Would you like to go out tonight as I'm dropping off my girlfriend? So, let's do something fun," right? This is what he says to the friend. My client is literally thinking, "Oh my God, how would Greta react to this?" And the answer is poker face, no reaction, because you could not care. Ladies, when you do the no reaction, you're showing that you have the full control of yourself, that you have full control of your emotions. You cannot control the other person, but you can control yourself. So no reaction, poker face gives you the full control of yourself, okay? Does not mean that you're letting a man walk all over you. You're just showing him that I'm controlling myself. I have better things to do than go crazy. Sure, take me home. I have a million fun things to do at home. I couldn't care less who you're going with and what you're gonna do, because I trust you. Okay, so you're going home with your poker face. Yes, that's fine with me. So he calls his friend. He says, "Do you want to go out tonight?" The friend says yes. He puts the phone down. My client poker face. Then she says, "I see he slowly is getting nervous and starts to put his hood on." And she says, "He looked at me quickly and I saw his eyes getting watery." This is the moment that I realized that he was trying to push my buttons with that. He was trying to get me to go crazy, to get insecure and to start questioning him. So I would give him the reassurance that I really like him, that it's making me insecure, that what is he doing, right? So the guy pushes your buttons, so you would react. When you react, you show your emotions, and it gives him reassurance, it gives him security that you care about him and that you like him. Obviously, this is a very negative way that he's trying to provoke you, so poker face is the way to go. You're not gonna reward his bad behavior, right? So anyway, he sees that my client is not reacting, he's putting his hood on, his eyes are getting watery. At this point, my client turns around to him and she says, "Oh, if you're cold, you can put the heater on. It's fine with me." Poker face. She says, "At this time, he's driving me home and there is like a junction to my house." She says, "He turns the car around and he drives me back." So at the end of the day, he didn't take her home. It was a button push when he didn't see her reacting and getting all insecure why the date is so short. He couldn't take it anymore. He turned the car around and we finished the date quite late, as we normally do. Second story is from my beautiful client. She's a very, very successful, incredible woman. And she said, Greta, I dated so many guys in my life, because she says, like, I'm very pretty and I'm very successful, and there's always many guys coming after me, but she says I could never keep them interested. So she shared a personal story with me, how she used to behave in the past, where the guy has broken up with her. And she said, Greta, with my ex, when we were dating, the girl is from Eastern Europe, she's blonde, she says, like, I know how to do the makeup really nice. And she said, we were getting ready to meet his parents. And she said, you know, like, I did my makeup, I did everything really nice. When he saw me, he told me to wash it off, that it's too much, that we don't do this type of stuff in the country that he lives in. So she said, so I washed it off, and then I went with him to meet his parents. Now, ladies, the guy at the end of the day still broke up with this girl. Why? There is way more reasons why he broke up with her, but in this story, the girl is trying to please him. The girl is trying to impress his parents. The girl is giving away her power. If it's your style to have the makeup on, to look a bit more glamorous, girls, this is you. Okay, if it's you, it's you. He's falling for you. You need to keep this. You do not wash that makeup off for his parents or for someone else. If anything, if he doesn't like what you look like, well, you might as well not gonna go and meet his parents. However, he accepts you as you are, and his parents accept you as you are. Or if you don't fit into that family, you don't fit into that family, and you move on. You do not start changing yourself to please that guy and his family. Because when you become a people pleaser, people start to take you for granted, and his respect towards you starts to fall down. When you stand up for yourself, even if he disagrees with you, and if he's pressuring you to do something and you don't want to do it, you standing up for yourself will get his full respect. Even if he argues, even if you guys have a fight, at the end of the day, you will get your full respect, because you're showing, I'm not a pushover, I love what I look like, you take it or you leave it. This is how you respect yourself, and this is how he respects you too. But when you start pleasing the guy, when you start washing off your makeup, or you're trying to suck up to him or suck up to his family, this is when you're showing, like, I'll do everything to have you. What if his family is not good enough for you? Maybe his family should be impressing you, so we are good enough for you. Maybe he should be impressing you, so he is good enough for you. So this story was when the girl didn't have the control of herself, and she lost the control of him too. The third story I would like to share, it happened to my friend actually. So my friend is dating a guy who's a bit of a cheeky monkey, and he got invited to the stag do in Amsterdam, right? And we know how the stag do's usually go, right? And he was like, oh my god, I'm gonna go to Amsterdam, we're gonna have so much fun. My friend reacted like this. She said, oh my god, that's so good, babe, you need a break. Yeah, go to Amsterdam, you need a break, you need to chill, have fun with your boys. Guess what happened later? He stops talking about the Amsterdam. A week later, he starts moaning to her, oh, you know, I was thinking about Amsterdam, I don't really want to go, I've been there, I've done it. You know, like, oh, why do I have to go to Amsterdam? It's so boring. What happened here? He was trying to push her buttons. He was trying to make her jealous. Stag do in Amsterdam. So much fun. You should get really, really insecure. My friend straight away got the hint. She went like, you should go and you should have so much fun. You really deserve this. Button push didn't work. Now he suddenly doesn't even want to go. He's actually more interested what she's gonna do at home than him having fun in Amsterdam on his stag do. Again, when you control yourself, when you control your emotions, this is how you end up controlling the other person too. The story number 4 from my client as well, and this is how it goes. So the guy is crazy about her. He loves her so much. He does everything for her. He treats her as a queen. His whole family treats her as a queen as well. But he's a big game player. He comes to pick the girl up for the date. He's actually in his car waiting. The girl comes to the car. She opens the car doors. The guy says, "Hey." Girlfriend goes in her head, "Oh, is this the game we're playing today? Okay then." Hey, no kiss, no hug, no greeting. We're going shopping. During the shopping, the whole day he's not touching her hand, he's not next to her, he's doing his own thing, totally ignoring the girl. All right, she's just kind of doing her own thing, he's doing his own thing. At the end of the day, he drops her off, being super cool again. The girl totally understands the game. She's on her phone, doing her own thing. He drops her off, right? So he's like sitting again like this, not coming up to her, not leaning for a kiss, nothing, just like this. She's like, "Okay, bye." Gets out, shuts the door. As she close to her front door, he jumps out of the car, runs to her and goes like, "Where is my kiss, babe?" Was it a game? Yes, it was a game. Did she nailed it? Yes, she nailed it. Guys play many games. You cannot control his ideas, what games he's gonna play on you, what kind of scenarios he's gonna come up. He can be very creative, but you can control yourself how you're going to react to those games. And when you react to those games in a high value way, he falls into the trap that he digged out for you originally. And you end up having the upper hand. Fifth thing would be how to control the other person. Ladies, you cannot control the other person, but you can control yourself. And when you control yourself, what actually happens, you end up controlling the other person. For example, if you lose emotional control and you start acting crazy, you lose the control of the other person too, because we can see how much you care about them. They can see that we got the full power over you. And this is when we start behaving in the unacceptable manner. For example, did you ever notice that moms who look and appear calm, they have calm children around them too? It doesn't mean that a mom is a doormat. It actually means that a mom has a lot of control and strength in her. And when you control yourself, your children are controlled too. On the other hand, have you noticed that moms who go crazy, who scream and shout and yell, those moms' kids are always doing all the naughty things and walking all over those moms. Doesn't matter how much that mom screams or yells or does anything else to their kids, right? She still does not have control of her kids. Why? Because she's not in control of herself. By shouting, screaming, yelling, you are not going to control your kids. If anything, it will have the opposite effect. Another example I would like to give the dogs, because I always had a dog when I was younger. When the owner is in control of themselves, the dog is always walking next to the owner. Owner is in control of the dog. When the owner is anxious, when the owner goes crazy, if you look at the owner's dog, it's always woofing, it's always sniffing something, it's literally pissing around the apartment, it's anxious too. Ladies, Control of yourself attracts more control in your life. Losing the emotional control will attract more drama in your life. When you control yourself and you set the other person free, now this person is very curious about you and they come back to you trying to control you, right? But because we're coming back to you, trying to control you, you're actually the one with the power. You're setting them free, but we're coming back to you, trying to control you. But when you're losing emotional control and you're trying to chase and control the other person, that person goes like, you cannot control me, and they try to break free like they would be breaking free out of a cage or out of a jail. You see my point? Okay, ladies, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please press like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Check out my video, Are You a Controlling Girlfriend? Just by following the link right here. Join my Facebook group, which is called Greta's High Value Women's School. Follow me on my Instagram. My Instagram is called Ladies Relationship Coach. And if you would like me to hold your hand and help you to bring out the best in your guy, you can always book me through my website, which is called ladiesrelationshipcoach.com. Choose the right package for you, and then we can get started. Thank you so much for watching, girls. Again, kisses from London.